I watch his video. I really can't play this game, bro. Like every time, if y'all been following the channel for a little second, every time I try to play online match, it just automatically disconnects. I message Bandai. I need to find a screenshot. Maybe I'll make another video about that another time. I messaged them on Twitter, no response. I don't know what to do and really how to fix it. It just kind of comes and goes. Like some days it'll work, some days it won't, which is annoying to do when you're like really trying to grind the game. And I really do like the game, but I can't play the game online, so it's just annoying. But I still like to see like what they do. Like when Zenitsu came out, I wanted to really upload videos on them, but I couldn't. And Tanjiro came out and Giyu, like all like you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people came out and it looks fun and I just can't play. So I
This
just
is
like
the
seeing
most technical DLC
I just like seeing, what they be working with and maybe they'll fix the shit, like,
character in this whole game. Infinity Castle Shinobu just came out, and CyberConnect
Rest
2
in
actually
peace.
gave her an insane gimmick. Her skills change depending on whether the opponent is poisoned or not. And that
Okay.
includes giving her the option to detonate that poison. But more importantly, they finally fixed her air dash, bro. I could not handle another character floating around. My name's Globku, and this is the Shinobu DLC review for Demon Slayer 2.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, she look.
This video is brought to you by King Ice.
No,
So
we're not doing that. We're not doing
down
that.
below, 3
We
dash
got it.
speed, but takes a lot of damage with a 1.2 times damage multiplier. A level 3 dash speed can always mix you up with a dash stance in neutral, and that's especially the case with Shinobu thanks to her incredible normals.
Is that the same grab?
Look at this jab, bro. This thing has so much reach. Her lunge might actually rival Rui's reach, I'm not gonna lie. It goes really far. But it also comes at a cost. If you start a combo with a lunge instead of a normal jab, it will actually deal less damage.
Yeah,
but
that is
while
not
we're
terrible,
at it,
though.
this is her neutral combo.
Oof,
This
nice.
is her up combo.
I ain't gonna lie, they be
And
killing
this
it with
is
the
her down
effects. Like,
combo.
look at the effects of this.
If you boost, this is her boosted finisher.
The effects are just amazing. Is this
And while we're
recording?
here, we might as well see the surge animation. The insane reach isn't limited to her. And while we're here, we might as well see the surge animation.
She doesn't have her
Insane
Demon
reach
Slayer mark?
isn't limited to her ground jab. Her jumping attacks
Shinobu
also reach
didn't get
really
it?
far,
That's probably
and
why
they
she
hit very
died,
close
huh?
to the ground. This is gonna make some combo
That is
conversions a lot
crazy
easier.
reach.
The dive, on the other hand, is pretty standard. So is her grab. I would say it's actually very similar to the base Shinobu. This one seems to move a lot more, but she's grabbing with her hands, not the tip of her sword. Her heavy is really interesting. She completely vanishes. She's
Shit.
doing a light centipede here, and it's extremely fast. I think it might actually be a great anti-zoning.
That is-
But on top of
that
that,
is
if you are
tough.
in boost, the heavy attack actually poisons the opponent.
That's
Neat.
tough.
And I've already said it in the intro, but
Tough.
for real, the air dash isn't floaty anymore, and that is such a blessing.
I ain't gonna
With
lie,
that
she
said,
looked
let's
she
check
looked like
out her
somebody I
skills,
would really
'cause
play.
that's where
A
her
little bit.
gimmick is.
I like it. I like it though. I like it.
Shinobu
I always liked
has a
Shinobu.
bee sting, a dragonfly dash, and an armored horsefly move. All three of her skills apply
giving
poison
everybody
to the
armor
enemy,
now.
and all of them become buffed if the opponent is already poisoned. Plus, applying poison a second time makes it so the poison damage applied is bigger. You're basically stacking 2 poisons on top of each other.
That's
her
terrible.
skill button is Dance of the Bee
But
Sting, and it's
one of the reasons why in the previous Demon Slayer that I couldn't really play Shinobu like that was because she does no damage. Like you would have to hit somebody, like if you're playing like an actual like higher or mid tier damage, like you would have to hit them with just like a few combos and like their health is damn near done. With Shinobu, it's like you gotta like do light trades and like outspeed, because you're not putting, it takes so much more to kill people in Shinobu. Like someone hits me with like 2 moves, half my health going. With Shinobu it takes like 4 or 5 of them. I'm like, man, damn, bro. Because I used to love playing her. Like I loved
a
the
pretty
fact that she was
fast
fast as shit and whatever, but you didn't do damage.
move. Mostly a combo tool from what I can see. Landing this gives you a free combo. In fact, you have so much time after landing this that you can just jump for free and start an air combo after landing it. If the opponent was already poisoned, the bee sting is going to pop them up into the air, where you can follow up with a dash for free or just jump up yourself for a more optimal combo.
Shit.
On block, this move is completely unsafe. I've tried making it safe by canceling into jumps or dodges, but the cancel comes out too slow. I always got punished. The only way to make it safe on block is to tag, so it's a very dangerous move to apply pressure with, but an easy one to combo with. Next, her tilt skill is Dance of the Dragonfly, and it's a dashing move that will go through the opponent. Once again, it gives you a free combo on hit and pops the opponent up if they were already poisoned. But this time, if you dash or jump, it will cost you an extra bar of meter. You can always continue the combo for free on the ground though. This does look like it would be a good neutral tool, however, I don't like the tracking and the move's hitbox is way too small. It feels very easy to miss with it. That said, you can play a bit of mix-up neutral since you can dodge cancel it for an extra bar of meter. It's usually pretty safe on block, but mostly because of the distance, meaning you gotta be careful using this near walls. And then we have her guard skill, which is Dance of the Horsefly. This is an armored move. Shinobu jumps up and unleashes this flurry of attacks. You can increase the damage and travel distance by holding down the button, and it applies poison on hit.
That's
but
a crazy
if the opponent already
reach.
has poison, it will basically explode it, converting that poison into instant damage.
Yeah,
On block, this
okay.
move is unsafe. Period. There is nothing she can do. You can just punish her. It is free. I know, given this game's track record, that's insane, but it's true. This mostly feels like a combo finisher
doesn't
since
seem-
it detonates
yeah.
the poison,
It doesn't
but
seem
also
like she
gives you
has a lot of
free
safe
combo
moves.
on hit. So
I
if you
know
land
that
this,
previous
perfect.
Shinobu, like majority of her moves were
You get to
safe.
keep it going. As an assist, her neutral skill, the V-Sting, is probably my favorite since it has a decent reach and puts the opponent into a crumple state on hit. The tilt assist, however, has the same problems as the tilt skill, so it misses opponents more often than it hits them. I don't think Shinobu is a great assist, to be honest. But those are her skills. Let's check out her ultimates.
Okay.
Shinobu has 2 ultimates to choose from, although only one of them is new. The good news is the ultimate activation is incredible this time around. A really long range dash that does this when it hits.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah.
She still has a team ultimate with Murata and with Gyu, but they are the exact same animation as before. That's all Shinobu can do, so let's make some combos. Before we even get started, CC2 finally added poison damage to the combo damage display. It doesn't count all the poison damage, it only counts the poison damage that you're dealing while the opponent is in a combo, which, fair enough, you don't know if they're just gonna switch characters after getting up. But this is her combo for 2 bars of meter.
Okay. That's
Now,
decent
sometimes
damage.
you'll catch the opponent in a combo and they are already poisoned. When that happens, you gotta adapt, but that's a good thing because for 2 bars on a pre-poisoned opponent, you can get a lot more damage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, there you
And
go.
if you want to spend 3 bars
There you
meter,
go.
you can go for something like this.
Okay.
If you're trying to land an ultimate,
Damn near
you can
half
do
a
it
bar.
after any enhanced skill. They all pop up the opponent pretty well, just like this
Okay.
very
That they
combo.
okay. Yeah. That's looking more like normal for a lot of characters because she don't hurt. But that looks nice.
Shinobu's game plan really revolves around her poke. The mid-range is where she's gonna shine the most to play footsies with her opponent because she can outrange
God, I
most of
miss
the
this
cast
game,
with that
bro.
insane lunge, or even a regular jab. I've caught so many people by just push blocking them and hitting the jab button.
Pushing
At the
jab
same time,
is
because her attacks are
crazy.
so big, they'll try to push block me, but my follow-ups will still catch them. The problem for Shinobu starts when she's further away. Against most of the cast, she still has a level 3 dash speed to dominate, but her tilt skill will easily lose to some of this game's more powerful neutral tools. Many characters have bigger moves that will simply win against this. In fact, even if you don't have one of those moves, her tilt skill is very easy to dodge. Most of the time, you'll just do it by accident. So if you find yourself far away as Shinobu, I definitely recommend relying more on the dash and the heavy attack. On block, she simply has no pressure. 2 of her skill moves are unsafe with no cancel options to keep the pressure going, and the other skill is safe but loses the turn to the opponent. You can always threaten to break their guard with a throw or an assist into heavy, but my guard health never felt threatened when playing against a Shinobu. Her combo game is sick though, and requires a lot of awareness from you, as the routes can change depending on whether the opponent is poisoned or not. The properties of her skill moves change completely, so make sure you commit her routes to your muscle memory so you can focus your attention on the opponent's state instead of which buttons you need to press.
Yeah, she seems
I love
unsafe.
this
She
DLC.
seems
CC2
unsafe as
finally
fuck.
stepped out of their safe space and made an actual character gimmick. She may not be the flashiest of all the DLC, but she does have a lot of substance. Actually, I love that she's not as fleshy as some of the previous characters. This game got really noisy thanks to some of the previous DLC, and she's still got some really cool particle effects, but outside of her skills, they are a lot more subtle. And yet, they get the job done perfectly without obscuring the game too much. I also like that they were brave enough to make a more technical DLC. She's not easy to play. Playing footsies with a lunge is not for every level of player. She doesn't have an ignorant neutral option. Her armored move is actually punishable this time around. Her combo routes change depending on whether the opponent is poisoned or not. All of this is going to demand a lot of skill from the player using her, and at the same time, she's going to have to play against characters that
Skill gap.
have those ignorant options, and that will get
Skill gap is
rewarded
gonna
for
be
doing
crazy.
half the work that she does. So she may feel a bit weak at times, depending on the matchup. But I'll take a DLC like this 100 times over another guard skill merchant.
No
She
bullshit.
actually brings something new to the game, and it's
God
awesome to
damn.
see CC2 stretch their creativity in gameplay design like this. And that's my review for Infinity Castle Shinobu.
Alright,
if you've
bet.
had the chance to play her, let me know what you thought of her in
I'm
the
a,
comments down below.
I'm gonna see if I can actually play the game. We'll actually just try for a little one time. But that's pretty much it. I don't ever see anyone have the problems I have in this game, so I don't even know what to do. But every time I try to search it, I come up with nothing. And the few people that do comment and be like, "Yeah, I have the same issue," we don't have a fix. So yeah, at this point, I need to sue. I'm playing, but hey, till next time, yo.